Something inside you has changed, and it wasn't just a feeling. There are days when your body doesn't seem to obey you, as if an invisible force is redesigning every cell. You try to explain, but words can't do it. No exam shows anything, no doctor understands. But deep down, you know, there is something going on that goes beyond the physical. Something that does not come from the mind, nor from the heart. It comes from the soul. And when that starts, there is no going back. The body becomes the stage of a silent revolution, and it is called the third spiritual awakening. The third awakening is not smooth. It arrives like a silent tide that sweeps away everything that is not yet true. At first, you try to resist. You look for rational explanations, diagnoses, labels, but the more you try to understand, the more you realize that you are facing something that does not fit in words. The body, once predictable, becomes the messenger of the soul. Each heartbeat carries a code. Each breath feels like a conversation between worlds. You feel like you're being rewritten from the inside, line by line, cell by cell. Physical reality loses its contour and gives way to an expanded perception. It's like waking up inside your own body for the first time. Nothing else works the same way, because now energy commands form, and the soul finally begins to take its place. Something strange is happening to your body, but no doctor seems to understand. You're not sick, you're not stressed, and yet something is out of place, not just emotionally, but physically. You feel increasing pressure in your chest. Your heart beats unpredictably, and his body suddenly seems to get heavier or lighter, for no reason at all. You're not going crazy. What is happening is real, but it does not belong in the physical world. It belongs to something much more powerful. This is the third spiritual awakening, and he looks nothing like the first two. This stage is deeper, more disruptive, and much more physical than you ever imagined. During the third awakening, your soul not only evolves, it starts to go through your body. And when that happens, your entire physical system, your breathing, your digestion, even your posture, begins to change without warning. These are not random symptoms. They are precise signs, warnings, confirmations that your body no longer operates at the same old frequency as before. If you've been noticing strange changes in how your body senses, reacts, or processes the world, pay attention, because these signs do not appear in the first or second awakening. They only begin now during the third. Something you used to do without thinking, breathing, now seems to demand attention. You find yourself taking several deep breaths a day, not out of fatigue, but because your body needs it. At other times, breathing shortens, gets stuck in the chest, or seems to freeze for no apparent reason. It's not anxiety. It is not fear. It is your energy body trying to free itself from the limitations that physical breathing used to impose. During the third awakening, the air becomes more than oxygen. The breath becomes a carrier of energy. Your body is recalibrating to allow spiritual energy to flow through it, and the lungs become one of the first battlegrounds. The rhythm of the breath changes to align with this new vibration. You may sigh for no reason, yawning repeatedly, or even feel that it is your breath that moves you and not the other way around. This is a key sign. Not just that you're awakening, but that your body has already accepted the change. He's pulling frequencies that require more than air. If your breathing patterns have changed dramatically, especially in quiet moments, you're not imagining things. Your soul is trying to expand, and your lungs are the portal. One of the most confusing symptoms of the third awakening is what many describe as wandering pain. It is not chronic. It does not settle in one place, and when you try to explain it, people look at you as if you're exaggerating. One day it's in the jaw, the next on the back. Then it disappears and reappears at some other point. What's happening? Your body is releasing deeply stored spiritual tensions, old karmic patterns, repressed emotional traumas, dormant identity fragments. And all of this happens through the nervous system. The third awakening triggers a complete audit of the body. Instead of processing emotions through thoughts, he begins to expel them physically. This manifests itself as aches, strange pulsations, phantom cramps, or even a skin sensitivity that did not exist before. It's as if your muscles remember aches and pains that your mind had already forgotten. But there is something important. These sensations do not remain. They come in waves, short, intense, and fleeting. These are not signs of illness. These are signs of realignment. If you experience bodily discomforts that never last long enough for a diagnosis, but strong enough to interrupt the day, it may be your spirit undoing energetic knots of many lifetimes. The body that purifies itself from within. During the third awakening, your digestive system becomes extremely sensitive to vibrational incompatibilities. This means that your body doesn't just react to the food itself, but to the way it was produced, the emotional state you had when you ate it, and even the energy of the person who prepared it. It may sound absurd, but when your spiritual frequency rises high enough, your gut becomes a spiritual filter. Suddenly, symptoms such as bloating, reflux, loss of appetite, or the feeling of being full after a few bites appear. These are not signs of illness. They are signs of realignment. Your spiritual body is trying to reprogram your instincts about what nourishes you and what depletes you. And the third awakening takes this to the extreme. You no longer eat just to survive, but to vibrate in harmony. Your body will not allow anything that reduces your energy to stay for long. If your digestion has become unpredictable, maybe it's not a problem. It can be a purification. During the third awakening, your internal energy field begins to generate its own heat and cold. It is as if within you there is a system of storms, clearing out old energetic pockets. You may feel heat in your chest, a warm tingle in your hands, or a wave of cold down your spine. Even if you're not in a cold environment, this is because your nervous system is being activated by high-frequency spiritual currents. These inner changes are intense and real. Your body no longer responds only to the physical world. It is reacting to the invisible dimensions of energy. The warmth you feel is transformation. The cold wave, energetic cleansing. If your body seems unable to maintain a stable temperature, especially in moments of emotion or spiritual insight, it is a sign that you have entered the third awakening. Your system is learning to self-regulate on a new level. One of the most curious and often overlooked signs of the third awakening is what happens to your physical posture. Without realizing it, you may start to stand more upright, with your shoulders naturally open and your neck aligned. At other times, your body bends inward, protecting your chest, lowering your gaze, and you only notice it when someone comments. This is not just posture. It is your inner energetic template trying to realign your physical form. During the third awakening, your body begins to adjust to reflect a more authentic architecture. Certain muscles relax, others tense. Some joints pop more. You feel mild pains in unusual places, not from exertion, but from spontaneous adjustment. It is as if your soul is re-sculpting the shape that the body holds, preparing it to carry new frequencies more efficiently. If your body is changing subtly, without you realizing it, this is no accident. Your energy is reforming you from the inside out. It's not about looks, it's about what you're becoming. You walk around the house as you always have, but suddenly it feels like the floor slopes slightly, or he gets up from a chair and, for a moment, feels that his feet are not quite fixed on the ground. Those moments of slight dizziness, mild vertigo, or altered sense of gravity can be confusing, but here's the truth. Your balance isn't broken, your consciousness is expanding. On the third awakening, your internal balance system, ear, brain, and perception, is adjusting to a new level of presence. You are no longer fully rooted in the material perception of space. You are beginning to feel the subtle layers of reality. It is not spiritual imagination. It is the body trying to calibrate itself to feel the movement of energy in multiple planes at the same time. The more consciousness expands, the more the body needs to keep up with the new center of balance, and it is no longer in the same place as before. When you feel that the air feels heavier in a room, or that the ground slopes slightly during meditation, understand, it's not dysfunction, it is energetic attunement. You're learning to notice how energy actually moves, and your body is just trying to keep up. During the third awakening, your skin, the largest sensory organ in the body, transforms into a living antenna. She begins to react not only to physical touch, but also to the subtle vibrations of people and surrounding environments. You may feel tingling, warmth, or small pulses in specific parts of your body, especially in the presence of certain people or in spiritually charged places. And even without visible irritation or allergy, the sensation is there, intense, mysterious, undeniable. What happens is that a spiritual boundary is forming. Your body is teaching you where energy comes in and where it goes out. The skin becomes the front line of this invisible communication. These sensations may be uncomfortable at first, but they are an invitation for you to become more aware of what you allow into your energy field. The third awakening is not about escaping the body. It's about learning the language it has always wanted to teach you. And when the skin reacts for no apparent reason, it is because finally it is being heard. You sit quietly, no cell phone, no distractions, and suddenly his legs begin to vibrate. His chest seems to emit a buzzing sound. His hands pulse gently, as if a small motor is running under his skin. You look around, all quietly. No sound, no machine, just you, and that inexplicable vibration. This is one of the clearest signs of the third spiritual awakening. What you are feeling is real energetic movement, not metaphorical but physical. Your subtle body is awakening. The chakras, meridians, and energy centers are no longer dormant. They are waking up, and for the first time you can physically feel the flow of this energy. It's not something dramatic, it's not overwhelming, but it is constant, especially when you are alone, relaxed, or in contact with nature. That slight inner trembling is not fear. They are not nerves. It is the spiritual current finally circulating without resistance. If you have ever felt an inner buzz, a soft, inaudible but constant vibration, know. This is confirmation that your energy body and your physical body have already merged. It's not just waking up, it is integration. There is something different about the way the body reacts after an emotional release during the third awakening. It's not just physical weariness, it's a draining of the soul. You can cry for 5 minutes and feel like you've run a marathon. You can remember for a moment something painful from childhood and spend the rest of the day exhausted. But this is not weakness. It is not common fatigue. It is the weight of imprisoned memories finally leaving the body. On the third awakening, the emotional energy ceases to hide. It emerges, it comes to the surface, and the body becomes the theater of this liberation. Tears become purification, the goosebumps, recalibration. The numbness, a necessary rest after the intensity. Your body is metabolizing unprocessed truths, and that consumes an immense amount of energy. If you feel physically drained after releasing deep emotions and nothing seems to explain this tiredness, don't ignore it. Your soul is doing powerful work behind the scenes, dissolving illusions, rewriting beliefs, and realigning destinies. Your body is just trying to keep up. Allow rest. It's not laziness. It is transformation in progress. During the third awakening, your spiritual centers, especially the third eye and the crown chakra, begin to physically activate. You may feel this pressure during meditation, when looking at someone who seems transparent, or in moments of deep silence. This feeling does not hurt, but it does not go away either. It broadens your perception in strange and subtle ways. Colors appear sharper, thoughts slow down, and your inner vision begins to form on its own, as if you see before you see. This is not imagination. It is a neurological recalibration caused by the soul pressing its consciousness within the brain. During the third awakening, this sensation becomes constant. If you feel a slight pressure or pulse on your forehead or on the top of your head without pain, but with unusual mental clarity, this is a sign that you have entered the deepest level of awakening. You are no longer just waking up. You are embodying consciousness itself, becoming her vehicle. If this knowledge has helped you understand what you've been feeling lately, share your experience. If you have also experienced symptoms that no one could explain, talk about them. Your story can help someone realize that they're not going crazy. They're waking up. And perhaps this is what the third awakening really means. Not just ascending, but anchoring the divine into the human. You have not come here to run away from matter, but to make it conscious. The body is no longer a prison. It is the temple where the soul learns to breathe. The pains that arise, the tremors, the tiredness, the waves of heat and cold, all are sacred languages of transformation. Each day, you get closer to the point where the spirit and the flesh are no longer distinguishable. What was once discomfort becomes direction. What was chaos turns out to be healing. You get to live in two worlds at once, the visible and the invisible, and you both dance in lockstep. Because your body is not against you, it's working for you. He is living proof that awakening does not happen far from life, it happens within it. Like this video, subscribe to more content like this, and turn on notifications, because your third awakening has already begun. And before your mind knows it, your body already knows.